before pride comes a fall. Did anyone hear you call as you drove your Volvo into a canal? Oh, this is it. I love you, but I've nowhere else to go. I'm a depressio. I'm a depressio.
I'm gonna come.
You keep saying this.
I know
You keep saying
It's
that
just-
you're gonna. You keep saying that you're gonna come, and you don't
It's just
threaten me with a
funny.
good time.
It's just funny. I don't know why.
Where's it from?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Is
I have no idea.
it from one of your secret rutting
Softy was
sessions?
saying, "I'm gonna come," and I just started fucking laughing.
You've stimmed on it all day,
all day.
all day long.
Right? Are we started?
Sure.
McDonald's have cancelled.
Yeah.
They got rid of sour cream and chive dip, and I found that out on the way today, and I'm fucking fuming.
Is this bad business?
It's depressive, is what it is.
Depressing. What is it? Bad business? So talk me through it. What?
I would love
What is
to.
it? What is it?
You've never had sour cream and chive dip from McDonald's?
Is it like one of the dips? Like
Yeah,
you go,
I
oh,
always
do you,
get-
do, you want
Ma-
any,
ma-
do you want any dips, mate? Do you
Listen to-
want ketchup and that?
Listen to me. My order is Big Mac meal. Large, medium. If I'm feeling like, oh, I don't want to eat so much, medium, even though it doesn't make an iota of difference. And then along with that, I'll have 3 chicken selects on their own with sour cream and chive dip. That is my order. That is the Vorney special. That is what. If I could roll up to McDonald's and say, hey, can I have the Vorney special, please? And they just handed me that as a meal with a Coke, full fat, no fucking off the skim milk. That's what I'd get. And today, I was like, can I have a Big Mac large meal, blah, blah, blah. Can I also have 3 chicken selects with sour cream and chive dip? And they went, sorry, we don't do that anymore. And I went, excuse me? This has been my order.
Oh my god.
I can't believe it. I was fuming, so fuming that I rang Leanne to tell her. And I was like, she's like, why are you ringing me?
I just needed to let you know.
I needed a vent. And I texted it immediately in the topic chat. I was like, they've
God.
cancelled it. And I need to
you
vent.
said I'm fuming.
That is like that dip was like A tier. It's not just like it's S tier dip. I think I've spoken about this on the podcast before. But like,
what does A stand for?
A is like good. S tier is like supreme. Sorry, it's S tier dip. You've never had sour cream and chive dip from?
Is it a dip that goes for the selects only? Is it like a select?
Yeah, like the big pot ones.
Is it? Oh right, yeah.
You know the large.
No,
flat
I don't.
circular
I don't
disc?
really fuck with McDonald's though. I don't really fuck with McDonald's. It's
If
not-
you fuck
I
with
don't-
McDonald's, then
yeah.
Jesus Christ, I'm just so fuming because they're going to be no. You can have what is it, garlic mayo instead now. I'm like,
I stopped fucking with McDonald's. They changed the breakfasts around and they got rid of the. My favorite thing was the breakfast bagel meal. That was so
Mate.
good. Yeah.
the light's fallen.
Oh.
We're gonna have to end the pod.
Yeah, that's
Your
the end,
light.
that's the end of the podcast. That's it. We're going now.
Thanks for listening to episode 11, guys.
Yeah,
11?
appreciate. Who fucking cares? Doesn't matter. We're not even airing it. We're going home. That's it. I've had enough.
I heard it bag and I
Yeah,
thought of you. Anyway, sorry. Just carry on.
I've had enough now. That's it.
Yeah?
We're going home. So, I don't want to be here.
Is it another I want to end this podcast?
No. I've stopped fucking with McDonald's when they got rid of the bagels of the breakfast meal. And
Wow. I was
they've
never a
created
breakfast boy.
they've created this stupid fucking breakfast wrap. Which, we've brought back the breakfast wrap. It's fucking dog shit. And the eggs in their breakfast fucking stink, by the way.
They do.
The eggs in the breakfast fucking stink.
They do.
They're disgusting.
So you literally don't fuck with McDonald's anymore?
Well, I had a year off because I was eating McDonald's needlessly on the way home. So I'd be like, I'm a bit peckish. Fancy a hot meal.
It don't fill you up, does it?
It's 4 a.m. I'll get a McDonald's, and I wouldn't be an absolute glutton. I wouldn't get like a full Big Mac meal and then some chicken selects on the side.
Is that like big? Is that big boy?
Because that's like 2 meals, isn't it?
No, you have only 3 chicken selects on their own. You get 5 piece. That's fucking. One time I've gone for 5 piece.
Oh, I've done 5 chicken selects on their own as a meal with fries, and that is quite a lot.
I don't do
chicken.
2 meals. I do like Big Mac. I'm not a savage.
Have you ever had McDonald's when it's bad though? When like, the chicken's hard.
Yeah,
And you're just like, this is fucking awful.
Miserable. It's miserable.
The last McDonald's I had, so I had a year off just to prove that I could do
Well
it.
done.
And that was good. And then I was like, I want to go back. The first thing I wanted to do was have a breakfast. So I had a Mackey's breakfast. It was glorious. I went back. First thing back, Mackey's breakfast. The breakfast bap meal, a coffee, a hash brown, my son asleep in the back of the car. Fucking glorious. And I inhaled it. It tasted unbelievable. It tasted like I'd never eaten McDonald's before in my life.
The bacon's quite floppy though, isn't it?
But as part of the breakfast meal, the bacon's not like an essential.
I haven't had a breakfast meal.
It's all just smushed together. It's a smush. You know that it's shit, but it's doused in that cheese.
Yeah.
And that makes it glue together.
Yeah.
It's like a breakfast gloop, and then you got the hash brown on the side. Fucking yes.
The hash browns are insane. They taste oily sometimes though, don't they?
Yeah, but only if you get them from the wrong ones. I think that I know the good ones around me. I know the good ones around me. The ones that are reliable, the Mackies that are reliable. As a man who says he doesn't like McDonald's, I know which ones are the good ones around me.
Now, I'm a connoisseur of fast food, and in where I live in Lincoln, I've tried every single. Like, I will go down the list. You know, when you see like 2 stars, 3 stars, you're like, I'm not eating there.
Yeah,
they're the ones I go for as well. Like, there's one called like A Chicken or something like that, and I'm like, boom, get it. I wanted to. Are you fucking ripped? I hope that comes through.
The very mention of fast food is
just make you fucking void your bowels.
Giving me IBS.
You just had a poop before this as well.
Stop telling everybody.
Oh,
now they know I'm going to go first when we play Cards Against Humanity.
Leanne's favourite game, by the way.
Is it Cards Against Humanity?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Cards Against Humanities. Why don't you like it? Is it because you don't like it being inventive with words?
I'm above that.
Oh yeah, is it fake?
No,
fun?
I don't know why I don't like it. I think it's quite dated now. That's the thing.
We've gone off on a tangent. We were talking about fast food, and now we've started talking about Cards Against Humanity. I am determined to keep us on track today because you've been really good at doing it, and I'm going to do it today.
So where do you want to go with fast food?
So you've tried all the fast foods near you
in my local area.
You are a fast food connoisseur.
Yeah, look at me.
And you said you take great pleasure in eating at the 2 and 3 star fast food restaurants.
Just because it's a roll of the dice. It's just a roll of the dice, isn't it?
And sometimes, are you pleasantly surprised? Because I think that I would probably enjoy eating there, because if I ordered from a 2-star restaurant, I'm expecting to get a bag of shit delivered to my house.
So your expectations are real low.
Yeah. So if it comes out and it's all right, then I'd be like, fuck, that's a win. And it was cheap.
Mm-hmm.
And not many people are going to order from there because it's 2 stars. So like next time I order from there, I'll, roll the dice again, but it'll probably be. But then with the repeat order, you're expecting it to be as good as the first time you've tasted it. So then does it ever match up?
Well,
that first,
there's
the first bite of the pussy.
The first bite of the pussy. Bite.
Don't bite the pussy.
So I think with fast food, it's like, I don't know. I think like there are like absolute uncut gems somewhere. Uncut gems. But like, I don't know, like you said, it was, mate, I don't know where I'm going with this. Yeah, I've just eaten a lot of
that fucking
crap.
light. It's really thrown us off. That fucking light. It's really thrown us off. Have you heard of the concept of Nepo babies?
Oh, we're taking left. Here we go.
Well,
Nepo babies.
Just stick with me on this one.
Here we go.
You've heard of the concept of a Nepo baby, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, as a fast food connoisseur...
Wait, I haven't. I said yes.
Oh, okay. So
I blankly just said yes to
So
you,
if I say to you, do you know what a Nepo baby is? You
No.
don't know. Okay, so a Nepo baby is, for example, Fatboy Slim's son is a DJ. But obviously, because his dad's a very world-famous DJ, he's got like all the right links for his dad to say to like somebody like at a music venue,
so he's just going to take a...
By the way, my son's a DJ, so can he have a set, please? Whereas a lot of people that aren't like connected like that, they would have to actually work and create some stuff. No, I'm not saying that his son doesn't work. He's had to learn to DJ.
That's why everybody hates Fred again, isn't it? A lot of people. I say this. I've just heard rumours in the air.
His dad's just like a billionaire guy, isn't he, or something like that? So
yeah, but I've heard people be like, I've heard on the internet people go be like, oh, Fred again is like so, Like they disregard his music completely and just attack him like, oh, he had a great start in music because his dad's a billionaire. It's like you can't deny it. Like for me at least, anyway, his music. I saw him live, so
Yeah, he's got musical. He's got
his
musical
music's
talent.
sick, man. Like
Yeah.
his songs are fucking amazing.
Yeah,
That's not just
absolutely.
you don't buy that.
No, you don't buy that, but I think there's also probably lots of. I think the argument would be there's lots of people out there that would also be as good as him if given the advantages that he's had.
That's not his problem.
That's not his problem, absolutely. And can you just enjoy the music as it is and put all that stuff aside? Sure.
And
maybe.
I think there should be opportunities for people. Like
Yeah.
even no matter what class you are, no matter
Yeah.
how much money you have, there
Should
should be more opportunities for more creative endeavors.
should Fred
It's
again?
not his fault.
Should Fred again now? He's very successful. Maybe start working towards putting things in place for people.
That's your framework
people
for it.
from
Like
him.
I don't
Like
think
people,
it's
people from disadvantaged backgrounds to learn to make music. I think that would be. I think that would silence a lot of the critics. I think that if Fred again went, look, fuck, I've made loads of money from music now. Here's like the Fred again. Here's the Fred again fucking foundation. I'm gonna.
I don't know
you
if
having
I-
a good go on that eye, lad, aren't you?
I don't know if
that
I
is,
agree with that.
Well, I'm not saying that he has to do that. I'm not saying
No.
he should have to do that.
No,
I'm
I-
saying it would be a nice place to start.
No, I don't know
to
if I
silence his
agree with.
critics.
I don't know whether it's silence his critics. I think his critics are like, oh, of course he's doing that. I think it's a lose-lose. Like if he wants to try and okay, then
Oh,
I'll help
yeah.
out. And then people love to hate on people like giving money who's got it. I don't know what that thing is. It's so weird because they'll be like, fucking give back to society. You go, okay, then I'll do it. Sorry, I got a lot of money. Here you go. They go, look at you flashing your cash. And you're like, what?
Do they always do that? I don't know. I mean, he doesn't have
I
to.
feel like it does. Like if I was in his position, and it's like I don't know, my goal. I just want to make music. Like I don't want it to be this political. Oh, you should really help. It's not that I don't care. It's just that
Yeah.
I just want to make music. Like I'm not really in it for any of this. I just want to. And it's like, oh, you don't want to help people. It's like, no, I didn't say that. But some people, you're more that way than I am.
I think I'm more community focused for sure. If I make something good, I'd like to give back to the community where I can. And most of the time, it's blown up in my face. But you know,
How is it blown
there's-
up in your face?
because you give back like. I think you realize how deep the chasm is.
Yeah, you do.
I think you realize how much you would like if you have a little bit and you want to give like half of it back, then you realize, oh shit, I need a lot more than a little bit to make
What's-
this thing right.
What's the thing with Sniffs? You know, when you was trying to like put our fucking single out there, and you had so many like built like it was just like the royalties going everywhere, and in the end, we didn't make anything. I remember you get really
It was,
frustrated with this.
when we released a charity Christmas single, and we released it independently, and we sold it through iTunes, and we sold it through other platforms as well. And iTunes cut if you release a single independently is half. So if you sell a single on there for like 79p, iTunes take like maybe it was more than half. I think we saw like 20p on each one sold basically. And their cut, like that's just their cut for what? For doing fucking.
Well,
for giving
they
you a
should
platform
have
to
a
sell it.
cut, but
Yeah,
50%
absolutely.
is absurd.
That was it. I think that was my beef with it was the absurdity. So in the end, even though we sold like thousands of copies of it, we actually only ended up making like a few £100. So it was meant to be like thousands of pounds that we were going to give back to people that had their homes flooded and their lives.
Oh, it was
ruined.
around the flood, wasn't it?
But we
Sorry, I'll
gave,
put that on
yeah,
silent.
but we gave back like £400, which I did give back. It went into the fund, which was also fucking corrupt because we played an event called Flood Aid. Very funny name of an event. Flood Aid. It's like Band Aid.
Flood Aids.
Flood Aid. Wow. Yeah, but it was. Yeah, it's a long story, but we played this event, and then the council also. Boston Borough Council are fucking charlatans, and I will say that openly on here.
I think
They are scum.
a lot of small town
Councils,
councils are fucking charlatans.
absolute scum. Yeah,
Yeah.
they. I've run 2 events, and I've had to deal with them semi-directly through a third party who I won't name because
No, you won't show him.
no, because he was just the person that had to deal.
See, the
he
thing
wasn't
is,
he wasn't part of the council. He was just the person that had
can
to
I
deal
just
with the,
jump
with the
in?
council.
This is wild hearing all this side
yeah,
because
because
I
I've
was
never
just,
told you it. And you're
I was
oblivious.
oblivious.
Yeah,
I was just like the guy
just happily
making music. You're
whittling
like,
away. Yeah,
and you were just like, can we make music? And then, can you figure this out? And I was always the guy in the background figuring like the music side of things out.
yeah,
And he was doing all this. I know, but I never. Now that I'm older, I think I'll take way more attention and time and just be like, oh, you're trying to do this. Let me try and mold. I
Yeah.
think I am becoming. I've told you this before. I am becoming more that way, and I do want to give back. And it's like an age thing. I think I know myself more as well a little bit, but that's just whatever. Don't want to
Yeah.
make that about me. But anyway, carry on.
So the council, I've worked like semi-directly with them on 2 events. This is Boston Borough Council. Happy to call you out. They try to make you use their own vendors, so people that they have direct links with. We had to for one of the events, we like legally we had to provide fencing for the event because it had to be safe. So you have to fence your event off safely. And they were like, you have to use our vendor for this event. We won't let you use any of the vendors. Otherwise we won't grant you the license. So we went, okay, cool. The vendor sent us over an email with a price on it and said, this is how much this much Harris fencing is going to cost you. It was like 300 quid or something. Okay, cool, that's fine. And then after the event, they went, okay, this is how much the Harris fencing has cost you. And it was like 3 times the amount. And we were like, well, no, because we've got this original email with an original quote. You can't just come back to us afterwards with a quote that's 3 times the amount of money and try and so there's just lots of shady shit like that going on.
What happened with that specifically? You only paid 300, or did you have to fork out?
To be honest, I didn't deal with the finance side of that. I just said absolutely not. They're going to get paid whatever they get paid.
Wild.
But that is like that small town councils all over the place. But going back to Nepo babies, mate. By the way, so you were saying you're a connoisseur of fast food. I was explaining to you what a Nepo baby is. It's a child of somebody who has a lucrative career. If you were a Nepo baby, what's the best career for you to be like Nepoed into? Or what's the
me as my baby?
Well, no, you as in like if you were the child of somebody.
Well, my dad. So I have to look at dads.
No, you don't. It doesn't have to be your dad's actual career. If your dad was a fucking astronaut, for example, what would be your ideal career that you could be just like, oh yeah, there is an open door for you to get into?
Oh shit, yeah, framing it like that. Sorry, I'll get too technical.
No, sorry. You're getting real autistic with it.
Yeah, absolutely. I always do.
Hey. The autism.
Jesus, hold on 2 secs. So
the autistic CEO.
What career
podcast.
would I love to just walk into? That's such a hard question. Something creative, like no shadow of a doubt. It couldn't be like a policeman.
What if your dad was like the world's most famous porn star?
See, I'm not into. That sounds ridiculous, but I'm not really a shagger. I'm like give or take. So not really.
Do you reckon there are Nepo babies out there that are like the sons of famous porn stars?
Like Ron Jeremy?
Yeah, and what's the other guy? Rocco Siffredi.
Fucking hell, I don't know that, man.
Do you know the Italian stallion? You know Rocco.
No,
he's in
probably.
He's in the Greater Goods.
Fucking Greater Goods. We have to find that and try and play it, but like blurred. So, mate, like I think it's like musician. Like that's just cool. To be in a band or a DJ is just like,
yeah.
I don't know if I'd like the touring. That sounds miserable. Like, but then you have to share. Like, you have to be in a good band. You have to be like in a good. I'm thinking about this way too technically, but like every time I've been, the only thing I've had a taste of is with sniffs, and when you get that, like, there is no, or being on stage in some form, there is no better drug than that. There is no.
Yeah.
For me, like some people are like that's not right. I'm not right. I'm ready. It's not about attention. It's just more like you are. I feel like I'm giving something to somebody. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know what it is. I'm just happy. I don't know how to describe it. When I'm on stage and that shit gig that we did, remember when I said to you, I was like, I want this for if I could bottle that feeling up forever.
Yeah,
just that moment before you go on and like even the big gigs and like I miss that. So I think something to do with like performing. Yeah. Like on a stage, not like
So,
an
like,
actor.
if your dad was like the musical director of Blackfriars Theatre in Boston,
no,
then
not
you could literally be on stage.
no, I wouldn't want to do like
No,
panto.
no.
or like,
Are you sure?
no.
Panto horse, front or back?
What about you? If you was a Nepo baby,
Oh, it's a really good question.
again, it'd have to be quite creative.
It's a really
surely.
good question. Yeah,
or
maybe.
giving something to like, the community.
maybe creative. I worry that my my child's gonna suffer as like the son of a creative. What if he? Oh God, please! Like somebody for his birthday really kindly bought him like a little DJ thing, and I was like, oh God, I don't want him to be a fucking DJ.
But that's what every
Oh, my
parent
God,
who does their profession, they
Don't
go,
be a
please don't
fucking-
follow. Like, to be fair, a
He's
lot of
gonna
dads
though,
go,
isn't he?
you're going to be a builder, son. Like,
Yeah.
builders really want them to be, you can take over. I think there's so much pressure in, like, family businesses.
I've found it so cute that he plays with all my records and that, and he like pulls them off the shelf, and I'm like,
Do you not
oh,
get,
this is
don't-
cool,
don't-
and
not,
like-
not that record, though.
uh,
It's the one where he's like, that was expensive.
there's a few that I'm a bit more like, if he pulls it off the shelf, I'm like, oh, I like that record, so let's not destroy that one. But I'm quite happy to let him get stuck in and like pull things out and like throw him. Most of the records,
And I bet you're taking bare pictures.
I've got loads of pictures and videos of him playing with the records, yeah, for sure. Because I've taken videos of him this year because he's been developing so much. And actually, when we've gone back at the end of the year and looked back through them, I'm like, I'm really glad that I took so many pictures because he changes so much day to day, week to week. And when you look back through them, you can literally see how much he changes. It's kind of crazy, but actually, I took quite a lot of joy in him kind of discovering records and that. And he knows, like, when you put a record on, he goes over to the mixer and he's like sort of stood there, like he doesn't know what to do with it, but he knows that that's something to do with it, and he's like just figuring it all out on that. But I'm like, he's getting far too much enjoyment from this, and that means that he is going to be interested in it, and that means he's probably going to become a DJ, and that means that we are fucked in our old age. In our old age, there's going to be no luxurious old people's home.
No, but
for
you're
us.
meant to be
We're gonna
secure
be-
looking after him now.
Hey, listen, I'm thinking about my future here. I'm thinking about my future. Listen, I can set him up with a good start. Listen, he's had a good start in life. He's been fed. He's got the Aptamil specialist one that costs £3 more than the other one.
Okay, you got to get
So
it.
that's definitely got the good stuff in it. That's making his brain
See, the only
TikTok over in it. And listen, what else have we done? I've got him his injections. I've got him a bed to sleep in. I give him food every day. What more does he want? I've got to think about. I've got to
Well,
start
the
thinking
thing
about my
is-
future now.
the thing is, just to segue into something else.
That you want to talk about.
No,
Oh.
well, yeah,
Of
kind of. But like, it did lead me to think on like you won't be worried about your son in the future anyway, because literally AI is taking over everything.
Oh, all right.
Don't
So
worry about it.
what's happening?
Did we speak
when's
about
this
this in
when's
the
this
Jerry
kick-
Halliwell?
When's this kicking in?
We're starting to. Like, I've started to get YouTube videos, right? There's this one story, and I want to talk about this on the podcast. Of like,
Which we're doing right now, so that's really good, isn't it?
yeah,
Perfect timing.
perfect timing. There's this one story, this guy who literally, he just says, I lost my job to AI. That's what it was titled. And he's a digital marketer where he like does like ad campaigns in emails and etc. And for 2 years, their company was feeding this AI his work. And the AI learned how to work like him. And then he realized one day it just started to slow down his work. They didn't tell him. He was starting to slow down. And this is like a 10-minute story. And I'm sat there going, holy shit. He said, I thought this day might come, but just not this soon. And he said, one day I just stopped getting work at my desk. And then the days were becoming shorter and I was working from home. And some days I'd do 1 hour days. It was very nice getting paid for it. Then all of a sudden I was laid off.
Yeah.
For 7 years, I put my life into this company and everything for my Photoshop work and digital art and stuff like that they taught an AI for 2 years. And it now just spits out ad campaigns like he can in 2 seconds.
More fool him for giving all of himself to a company that doesn't give a shit.
I don't know if he knew, and that's just terrible. I was
come on, mate. What kind of company? What kind of company really cares about
and
you?
I've started to get pushed more videos.
There's no company that truly cares about you. But then also, mate, how much of these stories are completely true, and how much of them are fabricated by AI,
Oh, maybe.
wanting you to be afraid.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of my job, like video editing. You see what they can do with video edit now?
But you know your skills don't lie entirely solely in video editing. You've got you've got a plethora of
Yeah,
skills.
Leanne said this because I was genuinely concerned about like, oh my god, the future is, and you know, I think I spoke about this on the Jerry Halliwell podcast when we had her on.
Oh shit! How was
She
Jerry?
great.
Yeah.
Which is great. So sign up to the Patreon if you want to see.
Yeah,
her.
if you want to see Jerry Halliwell, our first guest actually.
Yeah, what a good first guest
what
as
a
well.
banger!
So sign up
What
to
a banger
the
going
Patreon.
in with the legendary.
I love that people probably might go, oh, I'll sign up to that, and then they get what they get.
Well, we've got a new
Which
Patreon,
is Jerry
we've got a couple
Halliwell
of
in
new
the flesh.
Patreon sign-ups today.
Really?
Yeah. So
Really?
welcome new Patreons. Thank you for supporting
Did
us.
we?
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I always feel like a sense of like whenever somebody signs up to the Patreon, I'm like, oh, are we really?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. I feel like self-doubt, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, they're giving me money. That's weird.
Really selling it. You're really selling it, lad.
No, but I mean, that's more to me. That's more me. That's more my self-deprecation. I'm like, oh, like,
Am I
worth it? Exactly that.
Am I worth it? Do I have to dance yet?
It's like weird.
So that's one of your skills, isn't it? You're a good erotic dancer.
Yeah, which if you sign up for the Patreon.
You sign up to the Patreon.
I love that we're just promising on two.
But yeah, I can't believe you're worried about your video editing when you just know that you could just go into erotic dance. It's not a problem. You've not got.
I told you.
anything
Did we
to be
speak
afraid
about
of.
this in the Jerry Halliwell one? You remember better
I
than
mean,
I do.
I was there, but was I there?
No. You came afterwards, and then I think we spoke about it afterwards. But like,
Oh yeah, no, I was there. But was I there?
how that AI can teach a child math? Have you seen it?
Yeah, you did talk about this because this is Chat GPT Volume 4 or something.
4.0.
Yeah,
It's fucking terrifying.
It sounds a bit like your ADHD diagnoses. These Chat GPT stages and levels.
What worries me is that
Stage
people are
4
not worried.
Chat GPT.
That's the thing. Like, people are not freaking out, and people are like, oh, it will never. It will, and it is going to come thick and fast.
living in this normal world. Do you ever the Bill Hicks model, right, where he turns on the news and
It's all
it's
just a
war,
ride.
torture,
Yeah, I know what you're gonna
death
say.
in the Middle
yeah.
East, and you go out to the back door and you open it, it's like crickets chilling,
Yeah.
and sometimes you got to just walk outside and go, yeah, the world is still here though. So if AI takes over everything, then there's got to be a reform for human beings and their work.
Basic minimum income, baby.
The way that yeah, exactly. Because if AI automates everything, like shops now are fully automated, aren't they? Pretty much.
You don't have like the Amazon shops where you just fucking go in and you just take things from the shelf and walk out, and it just knows what you bought.
Yeah.
Like what? It's wild.
And
I used to be dead into it though. I used to be tech boy, but now I'm like, let's slow this down a bit because this is getting a bit.
Because now it's going to affect me.
The problem, me, it's just exponentially going at a rate we can't stop.
Yeah.
And it's just going like so much fact that our rules can't catch up. We're like, oh shit.
Maybe you should be a Nepo baby of AI. AI's Nepo baby.
The AI Nepo baby. That's literally.
My daddy is AI, and so I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Can you
'cause
remember
he
that
is
title?
so clever.
Do you remember that title for the podcast? AI Nepo baby.
Nepo
Why
baby,
is it called Nepo though?
Do you know what? I don't know that. And everyone would be like, oh, you fucking idiot.
Sounds
you know
really.
what it means, but you don't know what the word Nepo's short for? It's Neapolitan ice cream.
Neapolitan ice cream baby. Neapolitan ice cream baby.
What does... I'm Googling it right now.
So Nepo sounds offensive. You know what I mean? Oh, you're a Nepo baby.
Nepo stands for nepotism. It's a term referring to celebrities whose parents have succeeded in the same careers. The implication is that because their parents already had connections to an industry, the child was able to use these connections to build a career in that industry, which is, I think, true. We've spoken about this before.
Yeah.
There's people that also have the net.
Safety net.
So people that have wealthy parents. So, for example, if your parents are really wealthy and you decide to take a risk on doing something that might not work out,
You got the net.
you've always got the net. So you can jump further and take more of a leap And
It's a good and a bad thing.
yeah, absolutely. You have to have talent and drive and determination to succeed in your endeavor. And if you start a company and you take the leap and it works out, it's probably because not only are you good at what you do, but you're driven, you're motivated, and you've made it happen. And it's nothing to do with the fact that your parents have got money, but also you know that underneath you taking that leap, if it doesn't work out, if you end up completely destitute, and you know you're broke and and you fucked up, then you know your parents can probably bail you out. Like you do have that safety net
Also,
for sure.
caveat.
Yeah.
Flip side to that.
Yeah.
If you have nothing,
Yeah.
you have nothing to lose.
That's true. Yeah.
You're like, fuck it, I'm gonna try it anyway.
What's Donald Trump's excuse? Because he's got fuck all, hasn't he? On paper, he's like worth billions, but not at all. He's in exuberant amounts of debt.
Is he?
Because to build everything, he's had to borrow shitloads.
Well, I think that's the thing with money in general, isn't it? Like the banks just borrow, everybody
Just giving you
borrows.
so much money.
Honestly, like money, I never understood it, and as I get older, the more and more I question it.
You know, like to buy stuff, you go into you have to go into a shop.
Like, explain it to me.
In exchange for services.
Yep.
So when you want to go get your cock polished,
Yep.
yeah, by professional spit shines,
Yep.
you have to go into this shop and then you have to go, 1 spit shines, please, and they go, well, that will cost you
green
a
papers.
token of a green paper, and then you go into your little pocket and in exchange for you doing something for somebody else, they've slipped a few little green papers in your pocket. So you get 3 of them out, you give them to the gobby.
Yep.
Who's doing your spit shines.
Yep.
And then they'll polish your cock for you.
Makes total sense.
Yeah.
Yep, total sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And some people
thank God you explained to me then.
Some people have got a lot of green tokens.
Yeah.
More than they'll ever need.
Yeah.
And they just sit on it.
And sometimes they collect it.
They sit on it, collect it.
Like, oh, green tokens.
I don't know why.
And some people just throw the green tokens away.
Frivolous. Burn it.
Some people just don't have anything fucking...
Month to month.
Mm-hmm.
They're my people, though.
I'm a month to month man.
Oh, fuck, it's so good, though.
I'm a wild boy.
Watching people go out on payday and just burn through it.
Yeah,
and just burn through it. Oh, my God.
Most of the time, they just fucking want to forget, don't they?
Oh, so good.
Through the week, like
People are desperate to feel all right, aren't they? I've said this before on the podcast. They're desperate just to feel okay. And they're just like, do you know what? Fuck it, I've deserved this. Do you know that I like the term, I'll just treat myself. We just need to treat ourselves. We need to treat ourselves a little bit more. I'm like, you're fucking treating yourself a whole fucking lot. You're treating yourself a whole fucking lot this month.
Just know, the best one, and it is a meme, but it is true, is like, when you do shopping,
yeah,
you get like a full fridge.
Full fridge.
Yeah. You do shopping, you get it all packed away. You go, take away.
Oh, God, yeah.
And then you go,
yeah.
that is. So you've just spent 150 £100
150 shootinies.
And you've got a stacked fridge.
Yeah.
You feel good about it.
Stacked bastard.
And you go, do you want to treat yourself? Let's have a takeaway. Yeah, let's have a fucking takeaway.
Might as well treat yourself, haven't you?
Have you done that?
After a big day. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, have I done that? Yeah, fucking absolutely. Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
What is that? Like, you were so, like, oh, do you know what? We've got plenty of stuff. We've literally just bought takeaway. Let's spend more. It's extortionate as well when you get a takeaway.
My son's first birthday just gone.
You want to talk about this, didn't you?
Had a big party, but we did exactly that. Went out we got supplies for the party, had loads and loads and loads of food in and stuff like that. But then on his actual birthday, which is the day after the party, we went out for food. Loads of food in. Why did we do that? Loads of food in. Sometimes we'll go out and we're like, coffee? And we go, oh, get a coffee. Get a coffee. Sandwich? Get a sandwich as well? Yeah, might as well. That's 20. 2 sandwiches, 2 coffees. That's 20 quid.
20 quid.
That's gone. That's down the
You're not seeing that
shitter.
again.
20 quid down the shitter.
But then again, do you want to be one of these people who just have like fucking packed, like they pack the chicken for the week, they cook it all in one go?
Can't be.
I
cannot be arsed with that
it?
caliber of person. Like, do you know what? Exception. if you're cooking for your children, and again, I hate to be the fucking
You're
parent.
the dad,
I
aren't
hate
you?
to be the fucking dad of the podcast and everything like that. But if you're cooking for your kids, right, and like especially little kids, you have to make big portions of food, and often like because they eat tiny variants of it, you have to make one big portion and split it up into loads of little portions. I can accept that. The person that stands there is like, right, meal prep for the month. I'm gonna eat chicken on every Wednesday and Thursday.
It's that guy. Remember that guy?
I'm gonna eat beef.
You remember that guy?
The one that I sent
This-
pictures of in the chat.
Wait, we'll go into that. But no, you must have seen the meme where it's like, on 12 o'clock I'll have fish. And at 1 o'clock I'll have
Shut up.
a rice cake. You're not seeing that guy?
Oh, fish and a
At
rice
12
cake.
o'clock I have fish again. And fish and a rice cake. It's wild, isn't it?
Jess was
These
talking
people
about
exist.
this literally yesterday, and I was like, I forgot about that meme.
I was walking
it's
through
quite an old
Tesco's.
one, right?
I was walking through Tesco's, and I literally was doing it to Leanne, just stimming away.
Yeah.
And I was like, at 12 o'clock, I'll have fish. And some woman started pissing. So I going, that is a fucking quality. I was like, right. And then she started doing it. And then she passed it on to another person. When I got round, I could hear just the splatters of fish in a rice cake. And I just, what is he doing now?
I've no idea.
Is he still eating fish and rice cakes?
I've no idea.
What? By the way, how miserable is a fucking rice cake?
It's so shit, isn't it? I just can't be hard. Like that level of preparation, knowing what, like where do you get excitement from in your life?
They
Where do you
don't. They don't see these people who are meal prepping. Don't see meals as enjoyment. They see it as like they're normally most of the time either trying to save fucking money, which is fair.
Yeah.
Whatever. I won't shit on that.
For
But the
people that are
bulkers, the prep, the fucking the fucking rip
Yeah.
guys. I am so far removed from them. They
Yeah.
look at me like I'm a fat waste man,
Yeah.
and that is true. That is
But I
so
look-
true.
but I look
look
at
at them
them-
like they're juiced up,
I look.
and they have no. Like, oh, I can't eat that. That's too many fucking. They don't eat too many greens because it's like too many carbs or some shit. You're like, yo, chill out.
Yeah. If they're looking at me going, "You're a fat waste man," I'm looking at you going, "You are a tosser." Like you are
a tosser.
Yeah, you just, but like, it's a complete, like, you think that you look great to everybody, but actually to me, you look like a tosser. Another exception to the rule: if you are really struggling financially,
Financially, I
and
think that's
you
fair.
are and you are having to bulk make food because that's the only way that you can survive, I'm not aiming this at you. I'm aiming this at the gym junkies that
Gym
literally are fucking like racking up their fucking Tupperwares and just filling their fridges and freezers full of shit for them. Like, why would you prep a month's worth of food if you don't have to? What a fucking waste of a life. Where do you get enjoyment? The other day, I offered a donut to a man and he said, "Oh, no, thank you. I don't like donuts." And I said to him, how do you find happiness? Where, like,
Do you know? Do you
A Tesco
you just
jam
reminded me of
donut.
something. Oh, which is the best?
a
Jam
Tesco
donut?
jam donut, which we've discussed,
We've discussed.
privately.
Not
the-
co-op.
the-
Co-op are dog shit.
Fuck you, co-op. Thank
Sort
you.
your fucking donuts
yeah,
out.
sort your fucking donuts out.
Campaign. Also,
Yeah.
You know Jonny Hammers. I once
Is he gonna-
handed
Yeah.
Jonny Hammers
Yeah.
a donut, jam donut, just out of how it is. You're
There you
working.
go, Johnny.
Here, Johnny. Do you know what he did? Like a psycho. Oh no, cheers, mate. He got the bin, pulled it over to himself, and just started brushing the fucking sugar off.
No.
I
No.
was like, what are you
No.
doing? He goes, oh, I don't like the sugar on it. I'm like,
No.
you fucking psycho.
Do you know what? I was wondering why he hasn't been in touch this week. He probably knew you were going to tell me that story.
Because, well, I don't like sugar on it. I'm like, why are you? I said, I'm never giving you a donut ever again. And he grabs the bin, he just brushes all the sugar off. He goes, no, I don't like that. Don't like the sugar on a donut. Fucking psycho.
Did he ever give you a donut in return?
Yeah, no, we did. We used to steal burritos. I hope he never. I hope he never watches this because he's gonna be like, don't start fucking talking about.
No, hey. He's a Patreon.
We used to steal Jonny Hammers, is he?
Yeah, he's a
Fucking
Patreon.
brilliant. Me and Jonny Hammers used to steal burritos allegedly from Morrison's. I used to. It was just like I was so miserable at work. I
How
was
are
like,
Morrison's donuts, by the way? They all right.
I don't try. I can't. I don't really.
Oh,
I can't
you just
comment. They're
went
burritos though. from
Burritos.
The Morrison's has the best fresh counter.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I know. Undisputed. Goat.
the burritos is just fucking incredible. And I just scan. I go boop and just not scan it through. £3.50, I think I got away with for quite a long time.
The burritos also sounds like you're being wanked off by a burrito.
I like calling burritos burritos.
burritos.
The burritos.
I do the burritos. I put my coke inside the tortilla.
I put my coke inside the tortilla.
I milk it and I create the salsa dip.
The burritos.
The bloody cum.
Oh.
That's after you've had a vasectomy.
Oh my
The
God.
salsa dip.
You haven't had a vasectomy, have you?
No, I haven't had a vasectomy. No.
Continue.
I'm still. I'm
You
still
was
an
going to
easy-
show me something.
I'm an easy comer.
I I can't use his name, but I've got this fitness guy, and he's gone into a fitness guy, and he posts things on social media.
Let me see.
He posts them all the time, and
it's his face as well, isn't it?
His face
Yeah.
is so like tight.
This is controversial as well. I hate people with pristine teeth.
yes, me
I
too.
like
There's
a bit
no
of
character.
wonk to my teeth.
Yeah, there's no character
Even
to
in
them.
even girls, like, do you know what I mean? If they have like them, all those Americans with those veneers, and when turkey
But they're
teeth,
fake. They're not real. So they're
they
not their real
freak
teeth.
me out.
They're
and
not
he's
your
got
real
like the
teeth.
same. No, to be fair, I think his teeth are all right.
No, his teeth I think are his real teeth, but they are so white, and he is very tan. And I'm not.
I'm looking as well.
I mean,
By
that
the
is-
way, he's
that
looking
is-
great.
That is sunbeds and fake tan. He's looking all right. You know, he's probably in the shape of his life. He's probably not going to die at 60 of a massive cardiac arrest because he's put his body under far too much pressure by doing far too much exercise all the time.
I
you know,
feel
there's
so
too much.
bad for,
There's
like,
too much of a
ripping
good
on-
thing.
I feel so bad at ripping on fit people.
Well, because we're sat here like slightly overweight and comfortable with it.
Slightly.
But
I'm quite obese now.
But he rips on people that are just comfortable all the time. So he's like, what's the matter? Comfortable? Well, why don't you remove
ethos.
yourself from being comfortable? Why don't you become better? And he's always posting like befores and afters of people like, look at this fat piece of shit that I was
Really?
coaching. No, it doesn't say it like this. Sorry, this is just for comedy.
I started to get mad then.
This is for comedy bits.
Okay, right.
This is for comedy bits. You go, look at this fat piece of shit I was coaching before, fucking fat flabby lad bastard. And then here they are now, look, 3 weeks in, and he's never been happier. He's in the best shape of his fucking life. And to be fair, they do lose a lot of weight in that.
So
but
what did you want to bring up about this
he
guy?
just posts this shit all the time, and I have to see it all
Imagine
the time.
telling your son, can I read this out?
Yeah, can I start with the first one? Because
I
want
want
to
to read the
one.
second one. I'll read
Yeah,
the second
without an inspired goal you're excited to get up and work towards, you're always going to feel lost. A man who lacks purpose and has no mission will always distract himself with pleasure. What? Like,
This is the problem with these influencers. They say nothing and everything at the same time, and you're like,
give a fuck. Like, a man,
give
a man who lacks purpose and has no mission will always distract himself with pleasure. Well, not necessarily. You might cry under a duvet.
I
Depressed.
put money on him being
a man with no
no,
purpose.
being fucking filthy as well. Like
What,
anybody who's outwardly like just like would probably fill himself with pleasure. What? Like you do? You're projecting here, mate. I bet he's into some weird shit as well.
Oh yeah.
I look at his face like this, just like yeah. And by the way, just to describe the picture as well, this is a quote above, and then just this guy's like just ripped, like just staring at the camera. For me, it's the eyes, man. It's
can
the
I add a
fucking...
small detail into this as well?
He's got his car in there.
His car is in the background.
Yeah,
BMW.
White.
Obviously, it's a BMW. Obviously, it's perfectly washed as well. There's not a speck of dirt on it. White BMW, perfectly washed. That also pisses me off. People that have pristinely clean cars all time. Like what life do you have? Like why are you always cleaning your fucking car? Do you not have something to do? Like how?
That's their thing.
Yeah. My life is pure and clean. Every Sunday I fucking reset by cleaning the whole house top to bottom.
They're hiding. These people are hiding something.
Yeah.
They really
murderers.
Murderers. And just like sexual deviants. And this is another one I want to... the second one, this is great. So he's just running in a park. It's like a still shot. Was this a still from a video?
I don't know if this is a still from a video or just... This was
right,
just...
right, one thing
this was a photo.
It
was a photo on a
One thing
story,
I noticed
sorry.
about the top of the image is the song, we can't hear it because it's a screenshot.
Yeah.
The song is called Bicep. So now...
That's the artist. That's the recording artist.
Well, of course it is.
Bicep.
But
Yeah.
of course, he's chosen the recording artist, Bicep.
Yeah.
You know, and he's running, and it's a screenshot, and just below is the quote, where his stomach is.
Yeah.
Imagine telling your son you quit because it got too tough.
Um,
What are you saying?
Yeah.
What do you mean? I hate these quotes and these little fucking. You're saying nothing. You are saying literally nothing. Like, context? Imagine telling your son you quit because it got too tough. What's the context? What got too tough? Was you fucking.
Imagine admitting weakness to your son. Specifically,
That's pissed me off now.
Specifically, son as well. Specifically, son.
Son.
Like not daughter. Like you could never tell your daughter. No,
sweet girl.
Yeah. Imagine telling your son you quit because it got too tough. And I was like, I would be proud to tell my son that I quit because it got too tough. Because if I had to say to Louis, look, listen, I did this thing. It was really hard. And you know what? It was harder than I thought it was going to be. And instead of breaking myself to complete this thing, I gave up because I realized that life is bigger than these little challenges that we set ourselves. And do you know what? You can only do so much in life. So much? You can only do so much in life. And if you're not enjoying something, just fucking stop doing it. Right? Am I right?
No, you are right.
Like I get that. Some things take time to build up and you have to have persistence and all that sort of stuff. We're starting a podcast, we're trying to grow an audience. We're having to record every week. And not that we don't enjoy
Do you
it.
know
but
what?
do you know
I
what I mean?
fucking wanted to quit so many times.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to
joking.
quit right now.
No.
I wanted to quit as soon as that fucking light
fell off.
As soon as that fucking light fell off, I said, let's stop recording today. But you went, no,
No,
carry on.
do you know what? Do you know what
Talk
it
about
is?
Nepo
Do you know what it
babies.
is for me though? Like that is true. I'm with you.
Yeah.
But for me, it is like I'm a bit autistic. I want to like that's just one line. Like imagine telling your son you quit because it got too tough. Like okay, what context though? Like what got tough?
Yeah.
It all depends. Like what got tough? Like resilience is kind of good. I understand that, but then
Yeah.
also. Quitting is fine too if you really didn't. If it was too tough,
I think he's talking
Like-
about in the context of fucking running or something like that. But then
Oh,
also I'm like,
is he though?
running is absolute bullshit though. Running is absolute bullshit. And I've been a member of running clubs and oh my God, I've got to tell you this story. I ran a 10K once because I was in a phase of fitness and I was
I've
going
been
out.
thinking about 10K. You know.
I was going out running. We'll run a 10K together. We'll run a 10K together. Casual 10K.
The depressed CEO.
The
10K.
depressed CEO's 10K. We'll raise some money.
Carry
We'll
on.
do it.
Carry
We'll
on
do
with
it.
the story. Sorry.
But I was running a 10K because my mate was like, oh, I'm running this 10K. You should come and do it with me. I've said 10K loads of times and I'm enjoying the
10K.
10K. 10K. 10K. 10K. 10K. 10K. But he was like, I'm running it. You should come do it. It'll be good. And I was like, cool, let's go. It's at this kind of scenic park called Tatton Park in Manchester. It's like a easy route, but part of the route you go up to come back down on yourself, and you're going uphill. And it was about like I was running at about an hour for the 10K, which is not like a great pace, but it's not like a really shit pace. It's kind of in the middle. It's fine. But the people that are running like faster than that have gone up this hill and they're coming back down on themselves. So the people that are at the front are running back past the people that are like in the middle. Right, I'm way further forward than the end.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm way further forward than the end. There's like
I know what you mean.
There's people behind me. There's people in front
You know,
of
we
me.
did the colour runs and they do the circuit,
Yeah,
and then you see them pass. kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
So it's
see.
like
I know what
crossing
you're
each other
about.
on
Come
the
on.
circuit.
Come on.
So these people are about 8K, and this woman's like, I'm on the way through, and I'm like, oh, I'm huffing and puffing. I'm red. I'm like going up this hill. I'm like, oh. I just like keep going. You're nearly there. And this woman's like, go on, you can do it. And my immediate reaction was to go fuck off.
Why?
And because I just shouted at her to fuck off. I was like, fuck off, shut up. Because I didn't want this fucking bullshit positive encouragement. Go on, you can. Like, you're fucking miles ahead of me. Fuck off, you can.
Oh,
Piss off.
she was. So she's had a
Piss
bit
off.
condescending.
Running down the hill. Oh, go on, you can. Like, fuck off. Fuck off, I don't want to. It literally made me want to stop doing the race, but I was like, I've paid a little bit of money to do this.
Isn't it crazy that you
I'm
pay
going
to
to finish
run?
it. Yeah, exactly. They are
What?
they are cultivating a business of fucking bullshit. It is absolutely bullshit that you pay. If you run a marathon, you pay to enter it. You know, you can just go out there and run a marathon if you really want to. You don't have to fucking pay for it.
That's
You
so
don't-
true.
And you could get some. In fact, the money that you spend on entering a marathon, you could hire a photographer to stand about halfway round a marathon route to take a picture of you halfway through a marathon, and you could buy your own fucking medal. Why are you paying to run marathons?
Stop paying to run marathons. Go and just run.
And if somebody
Just run. Use that money to get yourself some good running shoes so you don't get fucking calluses.
Yes, exactly. And if somebody halfway through a 10K says to you, go on, you can do it, tell them to fuck off. I've had enough. I hate them. Sorry, I forgot where I was at though. But yeah, that's fine. Oh,
I love it. I love it.
Oh, daddy. Oh. Oh, I had something I wanted to say. By the way,
yeah. I love it.
Fung Yeng Bo Do Lo Ha. Oh wait, no, sorry, I said it wrong. Fung Yeng Boy Do Lo Ha.
Yeah.
Fung Yeng Boy Do Lo Ha.
Yes, please.
It means welcome to the podcast.
Great.
For our Cantonese listeners.
Good, there's no Cantonese
Yeah,
listeners.
There are. We've aligned ourselves with our Cantonese listeners. I looked it up. Cantonese, popular, Southeast China. So
So we're
predominantly,
part of the CCP, the
predominantly
Chinese Communist Party.
predominantly Hong Kong. So we're relying. Basically, I looked it up. Where's it? What's
Why?
because I was like, where's Cantonese? Where's Mandarin? Because we spoke about that, and they were saying that Mandarin good all rounder. Cantonese good if you want to do business in Hong Kong specific.
Oh yeah.
So
they're
I
gonna
mean
have
that's what I'm thinking. Target market. China's massive.
It's huge.
Yeah, I'd
I
rather
told you about
align.
the Google Map thing, didn't I? When I
Yeah.
was, yeah.
Oh, big. I don't feel like we can conquer the whole of China. But if I go Hong Kong, like cool, Hong Kong, my guys. Let's go.
Can we not visit Japan?
Oh yeah. Don't worry.
I flipped on Japan. I never used to wanting to like go there, but now
Yeah.
like I see more of it. I'm like, oh yeah, Japan's good. And their culture's kind of just fucking
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Laid back.
Do you not think?
Laid back Japan.
I'll try.
Did
all the
align
fucking...
themselves with Hitler though once, didn't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Kamikaze?
I mean, that's
The
quite,
original Kamikaze?
That's quite. If you watch Shogun, it's quite cool. I mean, what better way to choose? You choose your own death. You're like, well, I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Imagine you like, I don't know.
What would your death be if you could choose it?
I think having my head lopped off by a good samurai is kind of a sick way to go. And then
Well, like, so if I,
And do
I'm
you know what
saying
they
to,
call
I'm
that,
saying
by the
to you
way?
now, Dave, right? You don't know when you're going to die, but when you die,
now you're changing it.
No,
now
no,
you're
no.
changing
That's
it.
what I was saying to you initially. Like, if you could choose your death, what would it be? And you've said, I want my head lopped off by a samurai.
Yeah. Like I want. Do you know what they call that as well? I want you to be my. They say like, I want you to be my second. Will you be my second? So if I asked
Right.
you to, and that's quite an honor in old Japanese tradition.
Wait. So who's the second?
You are. So if I say,
No.
hey, I
What?
want you to lop my head off.
So you mean
Then what I do is
If-
I have to go down. I have to commit seppuku first. That's going to be hard.
what's
That's going to be fucking hard.
What you're starting with all these phrases. So
Listen to
hold
me.
on. Where do we begin? So if you say to me, "I want you to be my second," you mean that you want me to cut your head
Lop
off,
my head off.
right? So right
Back in day.
back in day, right?
In-
Jonny Hammers, explain to me how it.
No, not
how
Johnny.
it, all right,
Listen,
we did the Jonny Hammers voice.
Let me talk. Right. I want to have an honourable death. I'm like, fine, it's time to go. Maybe I've been offended by something as well. Maybe that's triggered me a bit. I've gone, do you know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to off it. But I come and have a serious conversation. I need you to be my second.
Okay.
And you
Yeah.
have to. You can't go, well, a bit weird. Like, but you have to get the sword.
Aye.
Wow. You have to get the sword, and I have to get on my knees, put down like this was fucking great in Shogun, and I have to first get out this blade, this small one, and you're stood ready with like, and I'm on my
Just
knees,
over you.
just over me, ready
No
with the blade,
questions. No
and
questions.
I have to
asked.
go. This is committing seppuku. I have to. That's going to be the hard.
Where are
part
we
for me.
doing this in the Tesco's car park? Where is this?
just in here. And I have to go in my stomach, go, and then you go, right, here we go. And then you have to lock my head off.
What if I miss?
You have to just keep going. And that has happened before.
But surely you're in quite a lot of pain if you're.
Yeah, you got to get me
You're
going.
jamming a blade.
You're my second. I'm the.
You're my second. Yeah, but stay still because I can't get you. I'm trying to get your head off here.
No, I'm stern. I'm not going. No, I'm stern, mate. If I'm doing it, I'm going. And then I just put my head forward.
I've seen you stub your toe. You're not fucking stern, mate. You're all over the place. There's no fucking way.
Nah, dude.
There's no fucking way. You could commit, seppuku yourself all over the place. I'm going to fucking miss
I
your
think
neck
it's quite
if
an
you're going,
honourable way to go.
Well, no, it sounds honourable. I can't even say anything to you. I can't even ask you why you want to go.
No, you just got to honour it.
If you ever come up to me at any point and go, I want you to be my second. I can't fucking murder you.
Yeah. Twiddling my tash. I want you to be my second.
Traditional Japanese accent there.
Have we got any? Well, I can't do a real one, can I? We get cancelled.
Not on the Publics, maybe on the Patrons. Yeah, we've got some correspondence in because I've started a new feature.
We've got like so many things to do before we wrap this up.
Without
you got correspondence. You got fucking.
I've got some correspondence.
Have you got fucking more adventures from?
Yeah. Well, how long have we got left? Oh god, it's gonna be an extended episode today. We've only got 4 minutes left.
Okay.
So this is a little thing that I've started. If you want to send them in, this is Office Lonely Hearts. So
and maybe we could pair Office Lonely Hearts. So if there's a boy or a girl, or a boy and a boy, a girl or a girl, like whether that's your thing, we could probably pair, like state your sexual preference.
Yeah.
Say, what kind of environment you're working in.
Absolutely.
And then say what kind of person or,
see what you're looking for.
What you're looking for.
Yeah.
Maybe we could connect you up.
Yeah. So this is the first one. This is from Dan in I don't know where. Let's see if this comes through. Okay.
Hi, my name's Dan. I'm from Luton. I work in a label printing factory. I don't really like walking and that. I just sit at home really.
Christopher.
I collect pencils and that. I've got quite an extensive collection of 2Bs. So if there's anyone out there, just let me know.
So who was that? Was that
that was Dan from Luton?
Dan, and he collects pencils, and one of his favourite pencils is 2B.
2B. To be or not to be?
That is the question. Thank you very much, Dan from Luton.
Well, so if you fancy this, if you fancy the sound of Dan, you want to go on a date with Dan, just let us know. This one's coming as well.
Hello, my name's Pepper. I'm from Peterborough.
There's a lot like Dan.
Receptionist at the local council. I collect stamps. A hobby I've picked up from my late father. I'm looking for someone who can go on long walks with my puppies. Also, maybe a little frisky in the sheets, if you know what I mean. You can find me email at the bottom of the advertisement. Just give me a call or an email. Thank you.
No,
she's great.
Very well spoken.
She's great. I like that voice.
I think was that a man, a woman? Pepper.
Don't assume.
Oh yeah, we don't want to assume. But you said she's great.
Well,
so if I say he's great,
well,
we cover all bases.
And they.
Shit, forgot they. If they're great, we'll just go there. They're great. It's fine. Last one.
Hi, it's Craig here. I'm from Glasgow. I'm gonna cut to the chase. I'm looking for someone to drive a rubber cock inside of me, like a fucking giant strap on. Pin my legs up against my head and, just plough down into Chinatown on my asshole. Maybe bend me over and make me fucking back up onto you. Let me know because I'm gagging for it.
Whoa! Who was that?
That was Craig from Glasgow.
Wow, Craig.
I mean,
very forward.
Of the three, that one sounds the most appropriate for me, personally. Which of the three would you like to go
Craig.
with?
It's got to be Craig, hasn't it?
Yeah, Craig sounds like the most fun. He wants a big rubber cock strapped on.
He's going to be honest. He's
plowed down into China.
Do you know what? He's the most most genuine as well.
I wonder how his Cantonese is.
Maybe we'll find out next time.
Yeah, we'll ask Craig if he knows any Cantonese next time. Anyway, so did you want to hear from? Did you want to hear about Christian Vale?
Oh mate, I fucking can't wait to hear about Christian Vale. We need a bed for the adventures of Christian Vale. We need a bed.
Yeah,
we need to get on that.
Maybe we could get some kind of saucy saucy music or something.
Yeah, it has to be like.
Yeah. Well, can we make a note to get something for next time? Do you reckon we'll remember?
Oh God, who knows?
How's the parking attendant, by the way? Have you heard from them?
Not one iota.
No.
No.
You've been
I
in
wish
the
I could
coffee
tell
shop.
you. I
You've been in the
couldn't.
coffee shop as well, haven't you?
I have. I've been
Yeah.
looking for him.
Yeah. Nothing.
Been working away.
Anyway,
So
Chris,
this is the Adventure of Kristen Vale. What episode are we on now? Like
I
episode
think
fucking
it's
4?
chapter 5.
Chapter 5?
Let me double check. Let me double check.
For new people.
Yeah, chapter 5. Chapter 5 of Christian Vale. So
Oh fuck it.
Bastard! Ah, fool! Bastard!
panted Christian, flecks of semen expelling themselves all over the heart rate monitor and the infirm old man laid in the mouldy green hospital bed in front of him. He picked up his half-tabbed ciggy and took a fat shog, a post-cum poison delight, the burnt taste of a Marlboro Light. 5 nurses rushed into the room. What on earth is going on here? Actually, you do that line.
I was going to say.
5 nurses rushed into a room.
What on earth is going on in here?
Next one's yours as well.
Oh, you can't smoke inside a hospital?
Christian laughed, flecks of spit like venom from a rabid snake hitting the nurses in their eyes. I can do whatever I fucking want! I'm Christian the Shag of Ale! The nurses surrounded the decaying, dying old man as Christian swaggered away. In the background, he could hear them loudly proclaim their loud disgust at the wads of thick, gluttonous man fat they'd just discovered.
No.
But who was to care?
No.
He'd be out of here faster than an XL bully's heart would explode after eating its drug dealer owner's entire supply of bag. Dressed in full Nazi uniform, Christian marched through the corridor hospitals, the corridors of the hospital, kicking open door after door, shouting in a mock German accent at anyone that dared look at him. The blood that was coursing through his painful erection. What a rush! What a thrill! Hatred was so pure and alluring he could taste it in the air, its sourness on his tongue as these people looked on in disgust. They fucking hated him. God damn it, he was getting off on that. His nipples chased on his string vest as pre-cum oozed out of his slanted Barbara.
Oh my God.
Stepping out into the bright sunlight after wanking furiously onto the body of a dying old man,
Oh.
Christian suddenly froze as he was confronted with the one person he wasn't expecting to see at a time like this.
Hi, Dad.
Muttered his daughter Maida.
Mum said it's time to come home now. You can't just keep wandering off like this all the time. Come on, let's go.
Christian adjusted the pristine Armani suit with baked bean pattern tie he was wearing. His crocodile skin boots looked as fine as the buttocks of an Austrian keen skier, with light slap marks oiled up and ready to go to Fucksville. And where is your wonderful mother? Spoke Christian quietly, almost embarrassed.
She's in the car. I can't stick around. I'm late for work. She just said she knew where you'd be.
A royal blue Maybach rolled up to the curb next to them both, and a ciggy end on a holder poked out of the window. Marlboro Light, muttered Christian. Straight dart to the lung. I knew you. This is you, by the way, in a southern drawl, please.
Oh, in a southern drawl.
If you can.
I knew you'd be a Christian.
That's-
Oh, southern. Is that northern? Sorry.
Jonny Hammers.
What's southern? Like-
I'm thinking like South America, the deep South. You know.
I knew you'd be here, Christian. Came the slow southern drawl. What? Wait, I'm not meant to say that part. Let me start again.
Just do the line.
I knew you'd be here, Christian.
Came the slow southern drawl. Taylor, you think you always know where I fucking am, okay? Christian snarled. This is you again. Southern drawl.
Have I failed to track you down yet?
Taylor whispers menacingly.
Oh wait, I whispered that. Have I failed to track you down yet?
Taylor whispers menacingly.
No. Then I guess you have the track record. Then I guess you have the track record of an unmuzzled, unloved XL bully sent down to the death squad with a mouthful of Little's own brand sausages and an out-of-date Weber's dog chub as your last fucking meal, you useless, fleckless, pre-cum, shagging worm of a man. You pond scum, cunt, dehydrator. Fucking hell. I was hard to get out. Jesus.
Christian could feel his pants tighten as Taylor spoke. Guess you win again then. They told me married life would be insufferable. I just didn't realise it would be this bad.
Get in the car, you pathetic bag of infernal scum.
Taylor spat as she stubbed her ciggy out
Oh,
on
wait, it's a
Christian's bent
she.
fat
Wow.
cock tip.
You're paying for the trousers you just ruined. Oh, wait, that's you.
Sorry. You're paying for the trousers you've just ruined. Hissed Christian through clenched teeth.
I sure am.
Taylor purred as she looked him up and down, grabbing
I'm
his
sure I
throat
am.
box and threw him in the car, kicking him in his bollocks as he landed with a thud. This is you as well.
You guys are so fucking cringe. I shouldn't have to see this stuff.
Maida cried as she ran off into the hospital. The Maybach cruised slowly past the dirty grey buildings, its soundproof window left open only a fraction. Inside the car, on a leathery leopard print covered bed, Christian was already bound and gagged, being pegged relentlessly by Taylor. His fat chode was entangled in a bear trap, and his anus was being pummeled by what could only be described as a traffic cone-sized penal attachment. Taylor sang soft acoustic renditions of her hit songs as she penetrated him unrelentingly.
I knew you were in trouble when you walked in, so shame on me now.
The tears rolled down Christian's face as his anus tore and bled. No more, please. This song was fucking awful. Make it stop, please. Just make it stop. There were screams in his head coming from somewhere. This is you.
This is me.
Yeah.
What's the voice in it?
It's a scream as though heard inside a head, coming from somewhere.
Christian! Christian!
Get him down, quick! Someone get him down! A bang, a thud, a trickle of pre-cum,
Oh no.
the howling of an XL bully in the moonlight, and silence. Christian Vale shuddered and moaned, shivering naked on the floor. He was still.
Wow.
Well, what a turn of events.
So from where we left off,
We left off in quite a strange place. He was in a coffee shop in Lincoln dressed as a parking attendant.
why is he now in a hospital?
Now all of a sudden he's in a hospital wanking over an old man,
and then
getting
his,
pegged by Taylor Swift in the
then
back of a
his-
Maybach.
Then his daughter comes in,
Yeah, with an 18-year-old daughter.
and I thought that the southern she was a lady. I'm so lost with her.
It was a lady.
Maybe she just had a deep southern accent.
It was a lady with a strap on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and the embarrassed daughter.
yeah. And
Jesus.
and at the end, all of a sudden, he can hear screams in his head.
This
And
is
he
turning
gets-
so crazy.
He gets cut down.
Jesus.
I know.
Honestly,
It's almost as though I planted some seeds earlier about his future suicide attempt. That's all I'm going to say.
Wait, what?
What?
I'm gonna have to fucking read all this back.
Yeah. Well, there you go. It's going to be a long read, isn't it? You look drained now, emotionally exhausted, exhilarated.
I've been bombarded with the senses.
Yeah.
Mm,
Do you want to
absolutely.
read some of those lines again in your southern drawl?
No.
Do you want to read them in Jonny Hammers accent?
It's that one that you got me with. The long, I can't. How did you? Then I guess you have the track record of an unmuzzled and unloved XL bully sent down to the death squad with a mouthful of Little's own brand sausages and an out-of-date Webbox dog chub as your last fucking meal. You useless, feckless, pre-cum shagging worm of a man. You pond scum cunt dehydrator. That is insane. Like, what did you?
You pond scum cunt dehydrator.
Do you ever think about where it comes from? The flow, the words, and
Just deep within me. All the rage and pain.
I hope one day your son's going to see all of this and be like, "Daddy, What's
Yeah.
what stories of Christine Vale?" You'll be like,
Well, you know.
Is
He'll
that what
be
you're
a
going to say?
He'll be a famous
Wow.
he'll be a famous DJ by then, it won't matter.
So you do want him to become a DJ?
No, I don't want him to be. But he's, maybe my main fear is that he will become a DJ that's far superior to me, achieve all the dreams that I never thought I would achieve, and I won't know how to support him because I will be like, well, I never got that good, so I wouldn't know how to.
You got to be one of
I
those
wouldn't know how to
insufferable
help.
dads that live through him.
Go on, son, get it, go on, get it.
You're going to be like, play the Fratellis or something.
Down the front. I'm Mr. Brightside.
But Dad, that song is so old. And they're listening to some weird.
Yeah, it would still be in the top 50 though.
Probably will.
That song has never left the top 100 in the UK, since it's released.
That's wild, isn't it?
True story.
Brandon Flowers is his name.
Brandon Flowers.
And on that note, I think we should.
Brandon Flowers.
I think we should leave.
Brandon Flowers. Goodbye, Brandon Flowers.
Isn't it?
That's the name of the episode.
No,
Good-
the name of the episode is
goodbye.
AI fucking whatever.
Goodbye, Brandon Flowers.
Goodbye, Brandon Flowers.
Goodbye, Brandon Flowers.
Right.
You AI Nepo baby.
That's it. That's what it's going to be. AI Nepo. Goodbye, Brandon Flowers, you AI Nepo baby. Jesus Christ. I can't fit that on the thumbnail. Jim's lost it. We'll leave it here.
Goodbye, Brandon Flowers.
Goodbye, bye, people. See you next time.
Fuck you, Brandon Flowers.